playing up in here. That boy thought it was a joke.
Yeah, we jamming in this.
That boy thought it was a game, see?
Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Good Lord. Amazing. Well, there we go. Yeah. And they better not. Well.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Hi, guys. This is your girl, Amanda Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new,
amazing
102.5 FM.
Incredible, phenomenal, ginormous radio station. Downtown H-Town.
For those of you who are wondering who that echoing voice is behind me, on top of me, that is none other than Jammin, Jimmy Olson in the building today.
I cannot believe back on the radio in Houston. This is crazy, and I'm so thankful that what we say here, they have nothing to do with.
You heard that on the disclaimer,
I did hear that.
right?
That is a disclaimer.
The disclaimer did say that.
And anything I say, I have no responsibility for. Just FYI, so do not blame me.
We will definitely hold you accountable after the show.
Yes, indeed.
Today's going to be a good show today. We've got, again, Jimmy Olson in the building. He's going to discuss what he's got going on in the city, outside of the city, how he's involved in the MLK parade, and all of those good things we're going to talk about today here, again, on the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM. Of course, we've got our hot topics. But y'all heard that? We're going to be talking about Gladys Knight.
What?
Also, Gladys Knight, child, and Benzino, please guilty, honey.
Well, he should have.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that when we come back. Again, this is your girl, Amanda Sapp, from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Well, good Lord, that's the smallest board I've ever seen in my life.
It's tiny.
But it works.
It does work.
It's the job.
That's what's crazy. Out of the oven, making sure it's perfecto, Domino's tells me.
Thanks again for coming.
Yes.
But I did think someone else was supposed to be here today, along with you.
Well, they're SOL.
And SOL means?
Shit out of luck. Well, if you're not on time, you're burnt. Come on. You cook a cake?
You're right. And they
You don't take a cake out early. You don't take it out late. You take it out on time. Put that toothpick in it to make sure
Come on.
that it comes out clean.
So you wrote down the three things that you...
I did.
You didn't write down anything.
Well,
Okay.
we're flying by the seat of our pants. What do you want me to write down?
I wanted you to write... I want to have
We're
some
talking
history.
about
Well,
history.
Yeah, of you, yes.
You didn't get my bio?
Did
I know
you
I
send
sent
me?
you. Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did.
Hold on.
I didn't. My
All
assistant should have if I didn't.
right, well, let me see what you said.
Girl, don't you have me trying to come in here put down stuff. I'll be talking about, ooh, it's the thunder down under.
You sent it to the Amanda Sapp Show, I imagine.
Well, that's what I used to be playing. This right
Kind of music.
Yeah.
I know, right? So you were a disc jockey as well, yes?
What?
You were a DJ as well on air?
Oh, that's what I did all my life since
Yeah.
I was 14.
Yeah.
We taking calls?
We are going to take calls. Who's they calling?
Whoa, that's a Telos. Now that's the shiznit. Who got the Telos in here? That's what I got.
What is the tellers?
What's the Telos phone?
We have a
We used to have the one where you hit the button and the big round black
the old
rectangular.
school, the
Yeah.
analog meter.
I had that, then I went to NAB and I saw that and I said, we're getting that right there. How much? Let's go right now. Let's get it done. Get it done.
We have a small but efficient budget.
Hey, you know what? Now that's all you need. It's insane what you can do now. You don't need. I have an Orban
Okay, isn't that in here?
streaming card. It's like a freaking $8,000 streaming card that does this high definition stream at 96 kilobytes. It's insane.
Yeah.
And the Orban is normally a big box, and this is just a thin
Shoot, it's like even broadcasting live now. It's cheap. Like them conferences, you don't need those anymore.
No, you don't need any. I got Twisted Wave. I do wave files.
Yeah.
I hit. It already has cart numbers and everything. I hit, it uploads to the FTP server, and it's bam, it's there. I do a live remote from San Diego,
Yeah.
and bam, shoot, it's incredible.
Man.
Within seconds.
15 seconds.
Okay.
15 segundos, por favor.
It's not in here.
Huh?
It's not in here.
Oh, I'll send it then. Sorry.
Telling me out. All right. And we are back. This is your girl, Amanda Sapp, from the new, amazing 102.5 of The Amanda Sapp Show. I got Jammin Olson in the building.
In the building, down like four flat tires.
Okay, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about.
It's off the chain.
Before we get any further, I want to let people know, remind people that you can actually tune in to The Amanda Sapp Show each and every Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. by actually turning your dial to 102.5 FM.
But do not turn it to another dial right now.
No.
Keep it
locked right here. Keep it locked right here. If you're not in your car, you can actually download the TuneIn app and search KMAZ, and you'll find the TuneIn app. I know, right? Everything is on the TuneIn app, and so are we. So search KMAZ, and you'll find the Amanda Sapp Show there at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, that's Monday through Friday. Also want to make sure I give you guys our social media handles, or at least the Amanda Sapp Show. Go to @the Amanda Sapp Show on Instagram and Facebook. Also, amazing 102.5 on Facebook and Instagram as well. Also follow my guys, Marcus Bowers TV and DJ Nightcap. Follow them as well.
DJ Nightcap. Oh my!
You'll find all of those people on our social media outlets as well. Let's get into our hot topics, y'all. We got a second call. Y'all heard that?
Now what's up with Gladys
I'm
Knight?
trying to tell you. So Gladys Knight to perform the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
No way.
The yes way.
Go Gladys.
I'm excited to hear that. I know that there are some people who are still against, performing for the Super Bowl, who are against celebrating the Super Bowl, who are against being a part of it in any way. But the Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight, will sing the national anthem at this year's Super Bowl.
That.
The official announcement was made Thursday morning, which is this morning. And this is according to the NFL. Gladys said in a statement, "I am proud to use my voice to unite and represent our country in my hometown of Atlanta."
I will stand up in my house when she sings it.
Right? Everybody will be standing up. The NFL recently announced their new social justice platform, Inspire Change.
Hey.
And I am honored to be a part of its inaugural year. That's pretty cool.
Go Gladys.
Yeah, I know, right? Gladys, who is an Atlanta native, is accomplished so much throughout her legendary career, including winning 7 Grammy Awards, being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and even earning her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Get out of here.
That's right.
Now, are the Pips going to be there?
I don't know about the Pips. But,
Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Right. But we could definitely...
We need to find out, because if the Pips are going to be there, I may try to go.
Right? Look who else is going to be performing. Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. They're all going to be performing at halftime. So it's going to be a good show, it sounds like.
Wow.
I'm excited to see Big Boy from Outkast perform.
You're sweet.
Right?
Just like that Amanda Sapp.
Trying to tell these
Dark
boys,
chocolate.
trying to let them know, hey, I'm trying to let these people
Darker
know.
the berry, the sweeter
the juice, baby.
Indeed. Yummy.
I don't know about all these noises that he's making, but yes.
Well, of course. Thank you so much.
Look, guys, the Super Bowl is going to be February 3rd of this year, and this is going to be at Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So big ups to the guys that are performing, and big ups to the Inspire Change program.
Yes, that
so
is a great thing.
That. So
step in the right direction, for sure.
I agree with you 100%. Also, with y'all heard that? Benzino pleads guilty in felony drug case and gets sentenced to 2 years of probation.
Probation?
That's okay.
What do you have, cig of weed?
Let me see what they said about him. So last month, it was reported that Benzino was charged with felony and drug possession, and he'd been convicted. He would have faced up to 15 years behind bars. According to TMZ, he copped a plea deal in his drug case, and as a result, he was able to avoid jail time. What kind of plea bargain do you have to give?
That's a damn shame, because a white man would have been given 2 weeks in-house probation.
Now, I agree with you.
That's
on
outrageous.
That.
Outrageous. Little cig of weed. Cray.
I can't finish reading the thing.
Come on, do your thing, girl.
The Cobb County District Attorney's Office told the site he pled guilty to all 3 charges he was facing. In return, he was sentenced to 2 years probation and fined $500 plus surcharge.
$500. That's why it's Cobb County. You know what they do with a corn cob, right?
What they do with it?
Well, he got the corn cob.
Okay, Benzino was arrested back in January 2017 and was charged with felony possession of THC oil gummies, possession of 6 MDMA pills, and misdemeanor possession of less than an ounce of weed. So,
wait, for gummy
man,
bears?
come on, man, that's what they saying.
For gummy bears.
I'm trying to tell you.
This is ridiculous. What are they going to do now? Take away our cotton candy? Seriously.
I think
ridiculous.
after reading this, I believe that 2 years of probation is too long. But hey,
I think it is too. It's outrageous.
Right. Police obtained a search warrant and raided his apartment in Atlanta, where they found the drugs and arrested him on the spot. He posted $12,000 for his bail, and his legal team.
And he a light-skinned brother too.
Yeah, and
Man,
I'm
that's a
surprised
shame.
as well, just as surprised as you are.
Outrageous.
What are we gonna do about
We
it?
need to call the Cobb County District
We need to do
Attorney
something.
and say free him
Okay, let's see
from
how
his
that
probation.
Free Benzino.
That's right.
All right, so guys, that was y'all heard that, and with that again, we want to make sure that you know or you heard what we heard. So y'all just did it.
You heard?
You heard. All right, so we got Jammin, Jimmy.
I'm all of those
Olson.
things.
All those things. I'm trying to get it out. It's a tongue twister.
It's easy. JJO or Jammin Jimmy Olson, the boy in the box. You can do it all kind of ways. And I'm so excited to be here with you in the amazing 1025. The tallest building in downtown H-Town is where we're at right now. And I'm looking over the city, and I cannot believe the sunset we're going to see tonight.
It's going to be a nice one.
Amazing.
I want to know when we come back. We can keep going, I think. I think we can keep going. I want to know where JJO came from, Jimmy Olson. For those people who don't know who you are and how excited we are to have you in studio today, give us a little history on how you came up with Jimmy
Well,
Olson.
it's funny because I did not come up with that.
Well, who did?
Well, it was Mark Driscoll.
Okay.
I used to always carry a camera around, and I'm taking pictures. I still do that with the phones, selfies and all that.
Yeah.
And he said, "Dude, you are like Jimmy Olsen."
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Jimmy, the reporter from Superman, who was always doing and getting into trouble," which
Okay.
is, yes, hello, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So you are Jammin Jimmy Olsen. I said, "All right."
I'll take
and
it.
then the boy in the box, Steve Hegwood, gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was on Clear Channel's first major market station to move in from Port Arthur, KHYS Kiss 98.5.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jammin Jimmy Olsen, the boy in the box,
That's how.
is who I be. The only white boy, black from the waist down, Latino from the neck up. Thank you very much. Yes. Well,
Okay.
hey, look.
She's too young for that.
Yeah,
She don't remember that.
baby ears.
Let me tell you. I'm not
Jimmy
gonna
look
say
at me
anything.
like, you grown over here. Hold up. I'm
She got
looking
an
at you.
ID right here. Y'all
Right.
look at this. She old enough to know that.
Okay,
That
so
just means I can move, I can dance, I can groove.
yeah, that's what that means.
And I got a big hiney.
Right. All right. So look. So they came up with these names for you, and I
Yes.
understand there's a little bit of history about you and the entertainment industry here on the radio side in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
Tell us about that. I heard something about you started 97.9 The Box. Am I wrong?
No, that is correct. April 1991. And the first song, do you know what the first song we played?
No.
Everybody Dance.
Okay.
She doesn't even know
I don't know who that.
I'll have to
Everybody
play
Dance.
it for you.
Okay.
Anyway, that was the first song that we played. It was what we called a churban back in the day, CHR Urban.
Okay.
So what they call a rhythmic station now. And they wanted to call
okay.
it the Jet.
Mm-hmm.
And they were owned by the Eskimos in Alaska, true Eskimos.
Mhm.
And the company name was Cook Inlet.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to call it the Jet, do Jetaway Getaways. And I said, that's kind of boring. I mean,
In
many people have gone
1991,
on. This
you
is
were saying.
April 1991.
Okay.
And this is actually back in February when we were talking about all this. And I said, let's call it the boombox. Because back in the day, you had those big boomboxes that you're getting up on your shoulders and everything, jamming out to. And then we just keep talking, going back and forth. They kept the Jet stuff. And I'm like, seriously, dude, let's get with the program. Get with the 90s. Of course, here we are, almost 2020.
Right,
We're saying
right.
back then, get with the 90s. But it's true. So the box was born. And then
Wow.
Jerry, I forget his last name. I do apologize. He was in sales, and he came up with the box that was like this and said, the box. And then he had like a typewriter 97.9, and that was our very first logo, and I just was not digging that. And we owned a station in Washington, D.C. called WPGC, which is still a huge radio station. And I went up there, and I saw their logo. It was like a paintbrush stroke type thing. And I said, that is going to be our logo. So we came up with the logo you still see today of
Yeah.
97.9 The Box. And I hired Robert Scorpio, who came down to be our program director because I wasn't going to program. I didn't want to deal with any kind of record companies or anything like that. I still don't like doing that.
Yeah.
And he was going to be the front man, even though I was going to be pulling the strings. And it became the #1 station within 6 months. And that's when Magic 102 hired me away to go to Magic 102. And that's a whole nother story in itself. And made me the highest paid jock ever.
Wow.
To this day in the city of Houston, nobody has eclipsed 7 figures in this market.
So how do you do something like that? Like, how do you get to the point to where you're making 7 figures?
Well, that would
as
probably
a-
never happen again unless
Well,
you
what
have
do
to
you
be
gotta-
syndicated nationally and have all
Oh, I
these
see.
other stations. Back then, it was just one station. But actually, I ended up being on 2 stations, and I flipped the only ever, outside of Katy in LA, KYOK was the second 24-hour hip-hop station in the country. And that was 1590 raps, period, and it ain't that time of the month.
So
He remembers all this. He's like,
crazy.
damn!
Yeah, because he's a hip hop head too.
Well, we
So-
did a thing with Crisscross. I don't know if you remember that, but people had to write in because there was a lot of violence in schools with guns and everything. And I came up, and it became a national thing that people were doing. It's books, not bullets. Hit the
Oh, I
books,
like that.
not the
Mhm.
streets. Stay in school. Get out of the streets.
Yeah.
And Crisscross, the school that had the most postcards, would win a concert with Crisscross, and that's a picture of me, 1590, my girlfriend at the time, Nancy Alangical, my cousin, Catherine Ballas,
Well,
right
they
there.
can't
That's
see it, but let
Crisscross,
me
and that's
see.
Jermaine Dupri.
Okay, I'm looking at a picture with you, Chris Cross.
We got
and
over
Jermaine Dupri.
6 million postcards. The post office thanked us.
This is amazing.
Because the money that they raised on doing that, it was insane. But it was great, and my office was filled with boxes, and that was my office then, yes, there. So it was what it is. But seriously, I mean, that's what the MLK parade is about. It's unification.
Well, we'll
It's
definitely get
unifying.
into the MLK
Yes.
parade. I just wanted to give a little history about who you are and what you do and where you come from. We're inspired by things like that. We want to, execute change. We want to be the change we want to see.
Absolutely.
And so if people like you can come from a small situation and make it as large as you did, we need to know how to do that.
It's a random act of kindness.
Is it?
Yes. Pay it forward. That's what I'm doing. And people are listening to it. Damn, Jimmy, you sound down and everything. Well, my gosh, it's almost 5:30, 51 years old. It's past my bedtime. Just to think
Are you-
that in 91, yes, I don't look it, I don't feel it.
That wasn't
And that's
what I was
because
gonna
I've
say,
never
but-
done any kind of drugs at all. And I tell y'all, do not do drugs. Please.
You
Ever.
said this is from experience.
It is.
You look good. You do look good. You look
Thank you
fresh.
very
look
much.
excited about, just being available.
I am single, thank
well,
you.
not in that way, but you know what I mean.
Oh, well, say what you mean what you say.
Okay.
All
Look,
righty then.
We're going to say a lot of what we mean in a little bit. When we come back, I want to know about the nonprofits that you're involved
Yes,
in.
absolutely.
And how you are paying it forward in those endeavors.
Exciting.
This is your girl Amanda Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM
Amazing.
with Jammin, Jimmy Olson. We'll
I'll
be
be
right
your
back.
jammy. That's the song right there that we went on with.
Oh,
That
I
song.
know that song. You didn't say it like that.
I did say
You have
it.
to
That was
say
first.
it
Didn't I
like
say it
that.
right?
Yeah.
See, Music Factory,
You have to
everybody
say
dance.
it like that so people
I'm
can
going,
understand.
everybody
Yes, and then I would
dance.
be like, oh, for real?
Oh, hell.
The moment is gone though, but I would have, you can do it like that.
Where's the commercial break? Is there a commercial?
Excuse me.
Not in this stuff.
So did y'all have that in your thing, or you just pulled it up while we were talking?
That's cool. That
But he be sliding all kinds. I don't know where he
Yeah.
gets this from.
You got Ghetto Boys Mind playing tricks on me?
Yeah, but I don't have the good version. You have the remix version. The remix that they done to have the extra
come on,
drums.
man. You serious? You ain't got the radio version? Do I need to send it to you?
I didn't put that music.
Do I need to send you?
This is music that was in there
I
before
sit
I got
alone
here.
in the four
If you
corners.
send it's an edited version that you're sending me?
Yes.
Do you have time to do that?
Yeah.
Send it
Of
to me.
course he does. Hold on one second, please. Thank you. Stand by.
Crazy
We'll be
C.
right
That's what I'm
back
talking
after
about.
this.
Every time he have a show,
No, that's the original version. I thought it was, the last time somebody played it was that remix track.
you're not playing it. Are you playing it now?
You know.
No, but it's gonna play.
Oh.
Please.
Yeah, that's the regular version.
We can come on to that.
Well, that's the
we can
remix.
come back on.
No, that's the real. That's the real.
No, you said we're on the radio, dude?
Yeah, that's what he says for the radio version.
Okay.
Yeah, he says it's for the radio version.
Do you have this year Halloween fell on a weekend? Me and Jimmy over trick or treating.
No, I don't have that.
Well, that's
Well,
fine.
wait, did you send him the one you just said?
No, well they did that for me. Easy E did me one too.
But can you send him a song?
Huh?
Are you gonna send him a song now?
I don't have that.
Oh.
They tell
Yeah,
her.
that was
We
like
used to get people did
Yeah.
intros like Easy E did one.
I need somebody to do me an intro.
Yeah, that was like
Little
a
Flip
special
did one.
customized version just for him.
I never forget. Bun B wrote me a rap against Street.
Like for you to play all the time, or like for your intros, or for what? I'm gonna get somebody to do me one. All these people come
Yeah,
up
I
in
always
here.
used to do intros.
And then
that
at
they
the
did.
end of it, there would be the instrumental of it where you can go to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get somebody to do it.
Damn right,
These
Jim. Give
youngsters
me a
don't
phone.
know
They'd
about
be out.
that. They don't know about that shit.
They don't.
But I want to do that.
You have to do that because you are
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you heard, but I want you to know.
not Snap. Snap. And we're not talking about a pine tree.
No, we not.
I have the pine tree.
All right, your nonprofits when we come back.
What are commercials? Let me see. So this is my station. They have Whataburger. And then I do a PSA at the end of every stop sale. Like this is a train, National Highway traffic safety. And then after each commercial stop sale is a prank call.
Is it a real prank call?
I do 2 pranks an hour.
Were killed at railroad crossings. Don't become the next fatality. Stop. Trains can't. Brought to you by the National Highway
Is this how
Traffic
much
Safety
time we got left?
Administration.
40 seconds.
Hello?
Hola, my name is Carmen. Can I please speak to...
This is...
I was calling because I needed a tutor, and I was told that you are one.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Who is that voice?
What subjects do you teach?
I primarily teach math and English.
Oh, look at the big words,
Sorry.
primarily. That's like 5 syllables.
This boy crazy.
What are you...
See, you're not a good tutor.
And we are back. We are back. We are back.
That was the first
back.
song. The first song that we ever played on 97.9 The Box. Right there.
Well, this is your girl Amanda Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM. You said that was his first song you played. Everybody
Yes,
Dance
ever.
Now. But if you would have sang it to me,
dance now.
right, I would have known what you were
This is
talking
not
about.
named that tune. You asked, I said.
You have to sing it.
But you are an air personality.
Okay.
Not just a
School
radio
me.
DJ,
School me right
an
quick.
air personality.
Right.
And it is your duty
Mhm.
to know all about music.
Right.
Now, the great thing that we have now
Mhm.
is like, what is that, Zapp or whatever, you can Shazam,
Shazam.
and all this stuff. So,
Oh,
you know,
mhm.
somebody asks me a question, I don't know, I'll be like
You
this,
play-
just
uh-huh,
hitting it
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, that's da-da-da.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you got easy ways of cheating.
I understand. But the way you have this song in particular, you have to do all of
Yes,
that.
you're
with
right,
your
you're
voice.
right, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
No worries. We accept your apology.
Well, all righty then. Thank
All right,
you.
let's talk about. You said this was a when you started the station in April of 1991, right?
Yes, yes.
It was all hip hop, or did you have all genres of music? Or
It
what
it was what you would consider a rhythmic station today. You would play like the danceable stuff that
Oh,
Top 40 would
mhm.
play, but you would also play the hip hop. I mean, we played a Tribe Called Quest. We were playing
Yeah.
so much stuff there that, you know, today, I mean, you know, UGK. I played Ghetto Boys.
Are you a hip hop head?
Well, I am. I truly am. And
Yeah.
what's great is I and James, little Jay Prince now,
Mhm.
but gave me credit for breaking the Ghetto Boys on
Very cool.
his book
Very
tour, which
cool.
was very gracious of him.
Mhm.
And I love James. And
Very cool.
Ghetto Boys are always going to be dear to my heart.
Very
so
cool.
yes, of course. And but mine playing tricks with me, I'll never forget when I got it on Z100 New
Yeah.
York, and it was just like, wow, Z100 New York, that is like the #1 top 40 station in the country.
Yeah.
A top 40 playing Ghetto Boys Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Yeah.
A Houston artist. It's unheard of.
Very cool.
And they just went platinum so quick. It was unbelievable.
So
And
when
I
you
loved
do
it.
stuff like that, those people come back to you, right? Do they say, "Hey, thanks for"?
They
for
do,
that?
and I mean, you can look on their CD, and I know that most people don't have CDs anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but they did give me thanks and everything, and a lot of artists have done that. I mean, Young MC, Tone Loc, Tribe Called Quest, Naughty by Nature, Heavy D and the Boys. I'll never forget flying up to Dallas to go on tour with Heavy D and the Boys. It was, good gosh, we rode with Tupac, who was spelled Tupac at that time, Tupac Shakur, and he was with Digital Underground. And it was hilarious because, me being kind of naive as well, a little, that Humpty was also the other guy. They weren't twins. It was one guy. So, we're going, and they start, Tupac was smoking this joint. I said, stop the car. And I had to get out and go to the front seat. I said, raise up that damn window. I don't want to smell all this
Really?
crap. Yeah, we were going from Dallas to Shreveport, and then we went Shreveport to all the way down to New Orleans. And then,
You say New Orleans.
but we ended up in Houston, and that's
Yeah.
why I went to Dallas, and I was broadcasting live from there.
Why were you on
yeah.
tour with them?
They invited me to go on there and to broadcast live. So
I see.
I was
Okay.
broadcasting live back here.
Very cool.
And I think that was on Kiss 98.5, if I'm not mistaken. I did a lot of stuff. Even Kiss 98.5 flew to Pittsburgh to fly back with New Kids on the Block.
Wow.
To Hobby Airport,
Yeah.
where there's over 100,000 screaming girls for this boy band. And so I've done a lot of stuff. But yes, I am a hip-hop junkie, without
That is
question.
very cool. Very
In
cool.
fact, Reddy Red, who passed from the Ghetto Boys, the DJ, God rest his soul, great friend of mine, and wow, I couldn't believe when I heard that. It was kind of all of a sudden and everything. My first producer for the box, LT, passed away to cancer, and LT, and a lot of people, Robert Baseman Washington,
Yeah.
there's so many people, Quest. Just a lot of people that I, put under my wing, starting and doing things and trying to give breaks to.
Yeah.
I really, really did, and I would give any record a chance. And I think that's the I guess what people would always say about me is, if it's a hit, it's a hit.
That's right. I agree.
I'm not going to tell you if it's a hit. The people will
The
tell
people
you if
gonna
it's a
tell
hit.
you. Mhm.
And if it's a hit, it's a hit. I'll play it. I never took one penny of payola, but I always told people, you give me $1 million in cash, I'll play it till I get fired.
But when you do stuff like that, it comes back to you on the back end.
It does.
In my opinion.
Well,
I
it does. I
don't
mean,
know. Did it?
people, I get, in fact, DJ Quick reached out to me the other week and everything. AMG, when they came here for the hip hop thing, I came here and they took me backstage, and, we were talking and we got some pictures and everything. And then, went to the, it was Minute Maid Park, where Sam, what's the guy's name that, the London guy. See, my brain is
Sam
on
Smith.
hip-hop.
Sam Smith.
No, I don't think
He's
so.
He
No,
is.
he is British, but this is the big one. Ed Sheeran.
You said
You
so.
know,
Okay.
so was invited to that too, and then we had Jam Fest. So it was just, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it was just like, I love and I try to do everything that I can. And Houston is my hometown, born and raised here.
Yeah.
This is where my heart is, without any question. My first 3 kids were born here, and I got to tell you, Houston will always be home. I
Yeah.
still have a house here, and I just, we'll talk more about it, but my charity drives and
Yeah.
everything that I'm bringing back to
But
Houston.
big ups to you and what you have done to help bring out the best in artists and break them and things like that. We actually have a show here at Amazing called Breaking Texas, where that's the goal.
Well, make it or break it.
Right, right. That's the intent, is to bring
I love
artists here and
That's
break
good.
their music. So, kudos to you. You are a trendsetter.
No, I was.
Oh, okay.
I'm now in Depends.
What?
Well, that, you know.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. So let's talk about your nonprofits
All right.
that you've got going on. Tell us about that.
Well, you're on your computer. You can go to jjocharities.org. That's
Okay.
jjocharities.org. And it'll tell you pretty much where they go, mostly around East Texas and Houston. I do Branson, adding Denver possibly this year with food drives. There's a lot of different things that can tell you, but food, children should never go to bed hungry. No child should ever go to bed hungry, ever, period. And I think you have a misspelled word there.
Oh, maybe that's why. JJOcharities.org. That's what you said, right?
Yes, that is it.
JJO. It may be misspelled. But I'm listening to you. No children
But yes,
should ever
so
go to bed hungry.
no child should ever go to bed hungry. 1 in 4 children right here in Houston, Texas, and surrounding go to bed hungry. 1 out of 4. You sign up. You literally sign up and line up 100 children. 25 are going to go to bed hungry, which means they may only have 1 meal today.
Mm-hmm.
Now in school, they will get their lunch, their breakfast, and possibly dinner. But when they're not in school, like the holidays, like spring break, like summer, like the Christmas holiday season, Thanksgiving and everything, they're not at school to get that backpack that they would get for the weekend or for when they're out of school. So my deal with the Houston Food Bank is all my food is going to go to make sure every single child that is in that program will get a backpack for spring break, for summer, for the holidays and everything.
And
so
what's
that's
in the backpack?
well, it's food
Yeah.
for them. So it could be that they have to pick it up every week, every month or something. I don't know how they do it, but they make sure that they have the food that they need during the time that they're not in school. So that's very important.
Out of all of the needs out there, why did you decide to tackle food?
Well, I don't just tackle hunger, but I mean, my God, hunger is survival.
Yeah.
A child, I mean, come on. A child to no fault that are in a situation that they're in, it's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do a school supply drive because a child that does not have a backpack and school supplies on day 1 of school
Yeah.
is so much more likely to be bullied that year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think happens to a child that's bullied by their peers? It's devastating.
Yeah.
It's demoralizing.
Yeah.
It's unconscionable. Stop the frickin' bullying. Everybody out there. You know, I can only say I've never had that experience as a child,
Mhm.
but one of my children has a hearing deficiency and he wears ear. And for
Mhm.
the longest time, everybody accepted it, and all of a sudden he was getting bullied. I put my butt in my car, ran up there, and literally got in that principal's butt. And I'm using these PG words, by the way. But it was a lot different situation, a lot different words. It's like, you know, this is the sweetest kid in the world would give you the shirt off his back.
Yeah.
Here's an 11-year-old that scars a child for life. For life. And parents out there, you need to take the lead on this. Crack that whip. If these kids are bullying people,
Yeah.
you need to stop it because you can stop it. And you know, there's a lot of fathers out there, and I'm not blaming anybody, but they're not present.
That's true.
They are not present in their child's life, and that's very difficult.
that's
And,
really
I got to tell you, I'm guilty early in my life where my daughter did not see me a lot because I was traveling a lot, and you know, you don't know what it does to
Yeah.
a child.
But
And
how did your traveling affect your daughter?
well, you know, it kids, if you're not in their lives, I mean, they may think you don't love them as much.
Yeah.
And she, of course, knows differently,
Mhm.
and she tells me now that that never did. But you always never know
Yeah.
the kind of, you know, pressure that children are under. They're
Yeah.
under extreme pressure. And then I do my toy drive because I think every child should wake up on Christmas morning with something under their tree. Whether it's Christmas, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's Hanukkah, it does not matter. A child, again, to no fault of their own, should wake up and smile on Christmas morning. That is a morning. It's about Christ. It's about Jesus. You know, it's about love. And that, right now, love is patient and love is kind. And I think that people do not understand, you know, but a child or a
Yeah.
senior, you know, a senior choosing between medicine, electricity, or food. That's why Meals on Wheels are so critical. And the Houston Food Bank supplies them with food because, you know, a senior is very, you know, I say stubborn, but they're also proud and they're also ashamed to ask
Yeah.
for help.
Yeah.
But if you've ever gone in a senior's home and see the medicine up on that countertop and nothing in the cupboard, nothing in the refrigerator, one chair, one table, just bare, it's devastating
Yeah.
to see
That's
someone.
heartbreaking.
Yes, but they're going to choose medicine and electricity over food.
Okay, so this is what you've got. JJ.
Yes, so if you go right
Hold
here,
on. Okay, so at jjocharities.org,
yes,
the organizations that you have for the spring food drive, let me see, is the Houston Spring Food Drive and the Tyler Spring Food Drive.
yes.
You've got Stuffing the Bus.
That is my school supply drive, and
Mm-hmm.
right now it is in Tyler.
Okay.
We're trying to find and get a organization to work with for Houston.
Okay.
And all of our organizations that we work with must be 501c3s and vetted.
How do they submit to be a part of your program? Is it your
we
website?
I have my assistants. They actually try to find the place. I will go and I will speak to the Chamber of Commerce or the mayor's office or something like that, and they have a list of nonprofits in the city. I want to get the best nonprofit that reaches the most people. But in my agreement with whatever that nonprofit is, if there is an overage of whatever it is, that they reach out to other nonprofits that may have fallen short.
Understood. Okay. And then you have your fall food drive.
Yes.
Okay. And that's also in Tyler.
Tyler, Houston, and Branson.
Okay. And then you got your ton of toys.
Yes, right now in Tyler.
Okay.
And again, trying to work out the specifics. It will benefit Toys for Tots, but I also want to get one or two other organizations like I have in the Tyler area, which it also for adoptive and foster kids with the Smith County Children's Welfare Board. And CASA, Court Appointed Special Advocates for Battered and Abused Children. That's where CPS actually delivers the toys because of the situation that the kids are in, again, to no fault of their own.
Right.
So I could say that, a child, you have to be there for that child. Do not look at the parents, look at the child.
Yeah.
Focus on the child, period. Whether it's classroom sizes, whether it's education, whether it's parenting or whatever, be there. A hug goes a long way.
You sure right about that.
So y'all hug someone out
Hug
there.
somebody. Give somebody a hug.
That's
Okay,
right.
earlier we talked about you and the radio station, what you started, what you created in April of 1991. Then we talked about your nonprofits that you are currently involved in.
Yes.
When we come back, I want to talk about your involvement in the MLK Parade.
The Grand Parade.
The MLK Grand Parade.
Grand.
That Grande. That's going to be held this weekend here in Houston.
3
Texas,
days.
For 3 days. And we'll talk about your involvement and why you felt it was important for you to be involved.
Absolutely.
This is your girl Amanda Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Amazing. I love this song.
Hey,
Candles.
hey, where you find this?
Oh no, that's X-rated. That's X-rated. Hurry up, go.
Is it?
Oh, that's trust. He said the shit, and he said,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear
"Oh my God."
it.
Trying to
Now,
get
that
us
should
caught
be
up.
clean.
Well, let me tell you, when we put on the box, the old jocks from KFMK, the oldie station, were playing CDs. CDs
Okay, yeah.
used to. Yeah, come on, man. It's JJO. I hear this
Yeah.
every week.
That should have been clean, though.
No, but I'll send you a clean version.
We need it now.
Well, I asked. That should have been pre-done. So, anyway, so the CDs came in and we put them in a jewel case. And the way that the record company sent them was the X-rated version first, the instrumental, and the radio version. So I'm driving in my car and I sitting at home with my heart. It was Too Loud Crew Me So Horny, and I'm like,
Oh,
we're gonna be number one. Thank you, Lord. It was legal because it's copyrighted material.
Right.
We could not get in trouble. Of course, McDonald's doesn't want to advertise with you.
Of
But
course.
hell, we just flipped. There's no ratings. There's no
Yeah.
nothing.
Right.
And people are just like, holy shit. But the word of mouth, I can only imagine. Damn, man, they playing it, man. Yeah, come on.
That's exciting.
It is.
It is.
It was, oh, God, it was so exciting. Why are you blocked? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Because I scroll. I tried to see if maybe I wasn't connected online.
Maybe your security's so incredible that,
But look, I just got a message 8 minutes ago. So it's not.
oh,
It's not me.
possibly.
so that means I gotta go through this entire database. So I just started getting up here
Look, that's just being crazy.
doing this shit.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get off of it.
Are we live right
We
now?
are live.
Huh?